Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Today we will study and analyze the characters of the novel The Great Gatsby, which was written by the American writer Fitzgerald. The Great Gatsby is very much a novel about character conflict, and that the novel's themes are to a large degree expressed through the characters. That is, the characters could be said to have symbolic or representative roles. There are only 5 characters: Gatsby, Nick, Tom, and Daisy Buchner, Jordan Baker, that could be considered major, whereas Myrtle Wilson and George Wilson have minor roles. I have shown some pictures of famous actors like Leonardo DiCaprio here, just for sake of thrill and excitement, and also because these actors played the characters in the novel when they produced the film. Okay, we can with the first character and the main character of the novel, J. Gatsby. The title character in The Great Gatsby is a young man of around 30 who grew up from a poor childhood in countryside of North Dakota to become wealthy. However, he accomplished this goal by participating in organized crime, including the distribution of illegal alcohol and trading in stolen bonds. From his early youth, Gatsby despised poverty, hated poverty, and longed for wealth and sophistication. Here we understand that this character collected his money and make his name from illegal alcohol, illegal activity. As the novel progresses and Fitzgerald deconstructs Gatsby's self-presentation, Gatsby reveals himself to be an innocent, hopeful young man who stakes everything on his dreams, not realizing that his dreams are unworthy of him. We move to another character, and this character very important of the novel because he is narrator of the novel. Nick Garway. Nick is well suited to narrating The Great Gatsby because of his mood. As he tells the reader in chapter 1, he is tolerant, open-minded, quiet, and good listener. And as a result, others tend to talk to him and tell him their secrets. Gatsby, in particular, comes to trust him and treat him as a confidant. Nick generally assumes a secondary role throughout the novel, preferring to describe and comment on events rather than dominate the action. However, he functions as Fitzgerald's voice, as in his extended meditation on time and the American dream at the end of the chapter 9. Before we leave this character, we add something. The Great Gatsby is a deeply personal look into Fitzgerald's life primarily through the character of Nick Garvey. Fitzgerald set his character to be from his same hometown, St. Paul, Minnesota, where he was from an upper middle class family and attended an Ivy League school. Both character, Nick Garvey, and author, the writer of the novel, Fitzgerald, joined in World War I. Okay, another character and very important in the novel, she is Daisy Buchner. Daisy is a beautiful young woman from Kentucky. She is Nick's cousin and the object of Gatsby's love. Daisy was extremely popular among the military officers stationed near her home, including J. Gatsby. Gatsby lied about his background to Daisy, claiming to be from a wealthy family in order to convince her that he was worthy of her. To Gatsby, Daisy represents the paragon of the perfection. She has the spirit of charm, wealth, sophistication, grace, and aristocracy that he longed for as a child in North Dakota and that first attracted him to her. Gatsby fell in love with Daisy and the wealth she represents, and she with him. But he had to leave for the war, and by the time he returned to the USA in 1990, Daisy has married Tom Buchner. In reality, however, Daisy falls far short of Gatsby's ideals. She is beautiful and charming, but also changeable, shallow, and ironic. Nick characterized her as careless person who smashes things up and then retreats behind her money. Daisy proves her real nature when she chooses Tom over Gatsby in chapter 7. Then allows Gatsby to take the blame for killing Myrtle Wilson, even though she herself was driving the car. Finally, rather than attend Gatsby's funeral, Daisy and Tom move away, leaving no forwarding address. Also, we discuss and study the important character in the novel. He is Tom Buchner. Tom Buchner is above all characterized by physical and mental hardness. Physically, he has a large, muscle-bound, imposing frame. Tom's physical appearance is equal in his mental inflexibility and single-minded way of thinking about the world. At the end of the book, even after it becomes clear that both Tom and Daisy have cheated on each other, Tom maintains that they have always loved each other and that they always will, no matter what. Taken together, Tom's physical and mental hardness produce a savage personality that uses threats and violence to maintain control. The last major character in the novel She is Jordan Baker, a competitive golfer. Jordan represents one of the new women of the 1920s, cynical, boyish, and self-centered. Jordan is beautiful, but also dishonest. She cheated in order to win her first golf tournament and continually bends the truth. Jordan Baker is the close friend of Daisy Buchner. The fox of J. Gatsby's infatuation. A professional female golfer and socialite, Jordan represents the privileged upper-class women who spend their days lazing about and their nights at parties. Look, Jordan Baker and Daisy, these two women, represent the women of the upper class in that time. They spent their days lazing and spent their nights with parties. Myrtle Wilson. Myrtle is a secondary character of the Great Gatsby. She is the unfaithful wife of George Wilson and an object to the affections of Tom Buchner. Myrtle was a very ambitious and headstrong individual who was unhappy with her current position, both financially and romantically. She was also a playful, fun-loving who longed to live a life of glamour and hedonism. Myrtle was also shown to be quite oblivious to other people, however, and rather selfish a certain degree. Finally, we should study and discuss the minor characters. George Wilson, the husband of Myrtle Wilson. He ultimately kills Gatsby, blaming him for his wife's death. Mayor Wolfsham, Gatsby's friend who famously raged the 1990 World Series. He causes Nick's first uncertainties about Gatsby. Catherine, Myrtle's sister. Catherine is Myrtle's sister, who accepts Tom and Myrtle's affair. Later, contemplates Tom after her sister's death. Bammy Buchanan, she is Daisy and Tom's daughter. As I said before, we have five major characters of the novel, and when we study and analyze these characters, we understand the novel, we understand the theme, we understand the idea of the novel, and we could make good picture about the novel and the society of the America in that time. This lecture for today is finished now, and I will see you later, and thank you for listening.